Sabrina, what do you think of the studio?
It's very cozy.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice and
I
cozy.
like it, yeah.
No, I like it too. It's a good favor. A good friend of mine. Well, a friend of just a
So
friend.
this cushioning and everything, that you did that, right?
I did not do anything. No,
Or was it
it was
here?
already actually the owner of this place, this whole office. He does makes videos in the studio as well.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got a whole YouTube.
What kind
He's
of
got
videos?
3 YouTube channels going on. He's got YouTube car stuff,
okay.
and it has like 1 million followers in one, and he has like what 300,000 followers on the
So
other.
lights and everything is also what he had, or?
Everything is his except the 3 cameras you see right here.
Okay.
By the way, we're rolling. We're already started.
Oh, okay.
3 cameras you see over here, and these mics.
Okay.
Yep, and that's it. Anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you, Sabrina?
Great to be here. I
Absolutely.
am good. A little tired from my trip
Really?
in Pakistan,
Nice.
but yeah, I'm really excited to go back.
Really? When are you leaving?
I'm leaving tomorrow, actually.
Oh, I actually
Yeah.
caught you at the right time.
Yeah. I
Nice.
was like, so Waqas, who I reached out to him, and he was like, I think it's a good idea that you should do it. It'll be cool. You'll enjoy it. So I was like, okay, I'll try to squeeze it in. And like I told you, that the busy schedule I had, so I had to like make sure that today is one day that I was like, it's a relaxed day, much more. So I'll try to squeeze it in today.
So, to the people who are watching, I want to know, you're an educational consultant? Is that safe to say that? Is it safe to say that?
Yes. On a broader spectrum, that is what it is. I consult about education, higher education more specifically. Yeah.
Okay. Kya kar rahe hai abhi? Sorry about that.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is the lighting fine? Sorry, that distracted me.
That's
Because
okay.
the light went on your face and it just changed everything. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool, Sabrina. I think Waqas, is he in the same field as you're in?
Yes, he is, and for him, educational consultant would be more appropriate.
Mhm.
What I do, I basically recruit students, so I don't do much of the consulting.
So what's your okay, you're a recruiter.
Yeah,
What's
I
your
recruit,
what do you think your job title would be?
A recruiter.
A student
Yeah.
recruiter?
Student recruiter, yeah. Basically, international student recruiter.
International student recruiter.
Yes.
Okay. And how many students have you recruited so far?
So I started this specific job 2 years ago, and I recruit for a Canadian college, which is located in British Columbia province. And since I started, I have recruited about 20 to 22 students at the college over the 2 years
In British Columbia?
in British Columbia.
What is the name of the college?
North Island College.
North Island
short,
College.
Yeah, in short, we call it NIC.
Is it close to Vancouver, BC?
It is not so close. It's 35 minutes flight still, but it's located in the Vancouver Island,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
which is west of Vancouver.
Okay. That's good. I'm just trying to मुझे भी नहीं हो रहा यार. You're telling me distract कर रहा है मुझे. That's cool. I've never been to Vancouver. I've never been to Vancouver. I always wanted to go to Vancouver, BC.
It's beautiful.
Is it?
Yes. So I have visited the campus twice so far. Well, I used to live in Canada like myself, but I lived in Toronto, which is a much more different
I've been
setting.
to Toronto a lot of times.
And do you like it?
I love it. It's good. I drove to Toronto.
Have you been there recently?
No, I've been to Montreal recently though.
Okay.
I've driven to Montreal from Boston. I live in Boston.
Okay.
I went there. It's an 8-hour drive to Boston to
Mhm.
Montreal.
Mhm.
8 or 6 or 5. 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
And then to Montreal it's like 8 to 10. Sorry, to Toronto it's like
Okay.
8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
But man, it was good.
Yeah.
I went to a concert over there.
Whose concert?
I went to a Metallica concert in
okay.
in Montreal.
Okay.
Do you like Metallica?
I know one song.
What is it?
I think it's called Nothing Else Matters.
Mm.
That's Metallica's, right? So I know it because I have an elder brother. So I grew up listening to the songs and the stuff that he used to watch. So that's how I know this song.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite artist?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't really have a favorite artist. I
Uh-huh.
listen to everything and anything that is good to my ear or sounds good to my ear.
You know, that's good.
Yeah.
People also have
Like I don't religiously just follow someone and I listen to every single song that they come out with. That's not like that's I would consider that being someone's favorite artist. So I don't have like a favorite artist.
my favorite artist is a bunch right now. Nowadays, I'm getting into this genre, which is electronic music, but also it's combined with indie music. It's also combined with folk music.
Ooh,
So it's like
interesting.
it's like a combination. I've been just indulging into that genre so much, but it started off with just indie music and indie rock, more like the Killers or the Last Bison, those kind of artists. I don't know if you know them, but it started off with this, and then it started to just divulge into this genre that I told you. But yeah, it evolved. My genre evolved. But yeah, I agree with you. Everything that's music to my ears, I love it.
Exactly.
I love it. Whether it's
And I don't
any genre, it doesn't matter.
exactly. I mean, I don't even care like if it's a specific genre. Like I obviously I'm not. I like music because I like singing. So I like anything that I can sing to, mostly. So which is like pop music most of the time. So
Nice.
pop is a genre that I always kind of listen
Do you
to.
know Cat's Eye?
Is it a new?
It's
Band?
pop. It's like a girl band. It's
Oh,
a
then I don't know.
It's
if
a
it's
girl
something
band.
new, then I probably don't know.
yeah. My little 6-year-old niece told me about it. She was like, she just looks at those videos and she's like a bunch of sixers. It's like the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah.
It's like a brand. It's like a 2024
New,
version
right,
of Pussycat
yeah,
Dolls.
That's probably why I don't.
And
know.
there's a bunch of chicks just dancing around.
I'm too
and
old for that now.
You're my age, kinda.
How old are you?
I was like 31.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we're the same age. I kind of judged.
Yeah.
I kind of figured it out. We're
But
just.
people never actually can guess my age. Like they think I look much younger than I am.
I think when I saw you, I felt like we're the same
yeah,
age.
around the same age.
Nice. So you've recruited 23 students. You've done that, and how has that experience been? Do you like it? I'm sure you like it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you like it. You're not. I don't think you hate it. You've been doing this for 2 years.
Obviously, it's a job that as a recruiter specifically, because I'm an international student recruiter and I look after a couple of different countries or markets, as we call it. One thing is you get to travel a lot, right? So that's a good part that comes with it. But more importantly, when you do recruit a student, I am still too young in this industry to actually have that feeling. But what I would imagine, obviously, after you recruit a student and they go to Canada and they fulfill their dream of studying, in a country like Canada, after doing that, once they are in the professional world and they're successful, they come back to you, they reach back out to you and they're like, I'm so thankful that you assisted me or helped me or guided me through that process, which took me to where I am today. So I haven't had the chance, obviously, because it's still new that I'm recruiting students, but that's one thing that I would love to experience in this role. And that's, I think, one of the most satisfying and motivating factors of being a recruiter.
So, as an international student recruiter, you're saying that you feel happy that those students reach out to you and say that because of you, I'm at specifically North Island College. But do you feel, are there any challenges associated with your current job title when it comes to recruiting students? Like I know you might have to keep up with some back end issues, or
So
what's the hard part in being an international student recruiter?
okay, so I'll be very honest with you. The hard part is the sales part, right? Selling your product
You
to
gotta
the
be a
student.
salesman.
And I am not. I really am
Really?
not. When I was interviewed,
I think you are.
I'm not, trust me. When I was interviewed for this specific role, and I knew that being a recruiter of an institution, I would have to be a seller or I would have to be a salesperson. And I told my manager, who was interviewing me at that time, that I am not a salesperson. So if you think of me of being someone who's gonna say anything to sell your product, that will not be that. I will not be that person. I will tell them the facts, I will give them the information, and they will have to make that decision, the students, that if this is the right thing for them, right? And my manager, luckily, she was like, we're not looking for someone who's gonna sell this product to every single student. We're looking for someone who's gonna understand this product and recruit the right students for NIC.
And I think you were the right person for that.
Yeah, because
Because you understood the product.
Exactly. For myself, I think I am someone very passionate. If I put my passion into something, I know that I can do that job. And NIC has become very close to my heart, after working for 2 years. And I really, really believe this, that going to NIC for an international student, especially right now, the situation how it is in Canada in terms of the changes that's coming, the international cap, like the limited number of students that they are going to allow to come, and also the job opportunities and everything. Considering everything, I think NIC is a very, very good option for students, and also a very cost efficient option, because as being a college, our tuition fees are much, much lower than university, but we have some options for students that allows them to come to NIC, finish the first 2 years at a much lower tuition fee, and then they can transfer into a university and graduate with a bachelor's degree after 2 years, right? So we call it 2+2. So two years at the college and then 2 years at the university. So I think a lot of the students can benefit from this, because especially in countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh, a very small portion of the population are actually wealthy enough to afford top ranked universities and the entire 4 years of education at the university. But how can we help the other students who cannot afford that? So that's where NIC comes in, and I really believe in this product right now. So coming back to your question, because I believe in this product so much right now, so it has become much, much easier for me over 2 years to actually introduce and sell this products to students.
Does it get hectic because you're traveling, right?
Yes.
I believe a part of your job would be going to schools.
Yep.
And doing presentations
Yep.
for North Island College.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Because when I was in high school in Pakistan, right here,
You'd get institutions come and
right,
yeah.
and I believe that you recruit for the school that you're recruiting for, and they do you do one-on-ones? So after you do the presentation for your college at the schools, what else do you do? Because you're a recruiter. When they contact you, do you what kind of information do you get from them, and do you forward them on to someone else at the college, or
No.
or do you do everything yourself?
I do everything. So I am the only person, because it's a small college, so I am the only person responsible for Pakistan, Bangladesh market. So every single student, so our job basically, we have to maintain a network of agents, right, that we work with, because obviously we don't have an office in the country, right? The students cannot come and visit us physically, so that's why we have physical agents that are present in the country where the students can go to and get information or get connected to me through them. And then we also do school visits, and then we also do fairs by the agents, or fairs by the schools, or if there are any government fairs that they're doing to promote study in Canada, in Pakistan or Bangladesh. So we attend those events as well. For example, right now, this time I'm traveling in Pakistan because of the Dawn events. Dawn Media Group, or the newspaper group, basically.
It's a newspaper
So
group.
yeah, so they do like a big event every single year, where they invite recruiters like us and also agencies in the country to participate in the event, and then we have students who come and inquire about the different institutions that are present there. So when we say, for example, if I am visiting a school and I do a presentation, then I have students come up to me one-on-one, ask questions. I give out my contact details for them to actually contact me after the visit if they have any questions. So when those queries come in, it is us who deal with it. So I have to email them back, or I have to message them back, or call them back. If we get any online inquiries from our website, if someone submits a form, it gets forwarded to us. So all the communication with the agents and with the students are our responsibilities, and we have to follow up on that.
So when you go and present your all the information for North Island College. You present them the stats, their admission rate, or their transfer, because you transfer, you don't graduate, you transfer.
Well,
Is that right?
we do have programs that they can graduate from,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
just go for they just study 2
Nice.
years and go for the 3 years of work permit. And then we also have programs that they study and then transfer into a university. Yeah.
Interesting.
We have both
Interesting.
the options basically.
Nice. So, when you do that, when you do the presentation and let people know all the information about North Island College, do you offer any? So let's say I'm a student and I saw the presentation. I'm like, man, I gotta go over here. I gotta check this school out. Do you offer any help or services beyond the admission process? For example, there's only one thing, I believe it's a visa. Do you offer I believe you don't offer consultation for visas,
No.
but do you have any? So maybe that's where people like Wakas step in.
Yes, that's where they come in.
So that's where you can
Because-
refer to him, people to him.
Yeah, so see, for North Island College, we have specific countries that the student, if they're applying to NIC, they have to apply through one of our agents. So all the authorized agents that we have in
Should I
Pakistan.
have some coffee?
No, I'm good.
No tea?
No.
Water?
Water is fine. I'm good. Yeah, I don't drink coffee, tea.
जब एक
Not a
पानी भी
caffeine
लें मेरे लिए
person.
मेरे लिए पानी भी लें. Sorry.
What was I saying?
I asked you the question about do you offer services
Oh, that's
more
where
than visa?
Wakas and them come in.
Yeah, where did they step in?
Yeah, so NIC as an institution, we do not allow individual applicants. What that means is students cannot apply on their own. They have to apply through one of our agents. If their application does not come in through an agent, it gets cancelled or withdrawn basically, right? So we have partners in Pakistan, which Admission Advisor is one of them. So we vet them.
Oh.
We onboard them. They go through an entire process of reference checks and everything, just so that we can make sure that any student going to them, they're not getting, they're getting ethical practices.
They're getting vetted.
And vetted. Yeah, exactly. They're actually going to someone who has been vetted, and we know for sure that they run their operations ethically and there's no compliance issue or anything.
So if I'm a student and I'm like, man, North Island College, dope shit. I want to go there.
It is.
Right? I want to go there. I want to get admitted. So I come to you, and wait, does Admission Advisor come in anywhere? I don't have a visa. I'm a Pakistani student. I don't have a visa, but I want to go to North Island.
Yeah.
Does
So
Admission
what I would
Advisor?
do,
Thank you, JB. Shukriya.
If I have met the student through Admission Advisor, so for example, if I met them at an event that was hosted by Admission Advisor, then I always refer them that you talk to Admission Advisor. They will help you through the entire application process, visa process. And everything.
Nice. Understood.
If I get the inquiry outside, say for example, if I'm visiting a school and that student is like, I'm gonna apply, this week, can you refer me where I can get the help from? I will redirect them to our website, because obviously I cannot favor one agent over another agent, so I cannot vocally refer anyone over someone else to a student that I didn't meet through anyone. So I refer them to our website where there's a list of all the agents, and they can basically do their choose by themselves.
So you say when the agent gets their application, you can only apply through an agent, right?
Yes.
And does the agent vet the students too?
Yes, they have to. So usually because as I said, mine is a much smaller college, so we don't get a big volume of applications. So what my agents specifically do with me is, if they get a student who's interested, they will send me their documents, and then I will give them a green signal that okay, he's eligible, he's gonna get the admission, apply for them.
What deems you eligible?
So they have to finish grade 12 equivalency, right? So for British curriculum, that's AS level. For national curriculum, that's HSSC, I believe.
High school.
High school, yeah. So they have
And
to
then
finish.
for European stuff would be IB.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for Pakistan, I don't know how accredited that would be, but they have, I think, a matric or FSC. Does that work?
Yeah, exactly.
You also do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would have to complete that with 55%. And
Okay.
then some programs have specific subject requirements, so they would have to meet that, and then the English proficiency score as well.
They got a TOEFL over here. They got IELTS.
IELTS, yeah. So IELTS would be overall
SAT.
6.
I think
SAT is only US.
right, but if you already have an SAT done, I think that would supersede.
No.
It wouldn't.
No. So SAT does not satisfy the English proficiency
Really
requirement.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think SAT is mostly math stuff, right?
When I took it back in 2012, it was math and it was a lot of English.
So you did SAT for admission into your university or college?
Yes.
Okay.
I did SAT I took the SAT 3 times, and I surprisingly did the same exact score all 3 times. And then I took a TOEFL I don't know why I took TOEFL.
Okay.
Maybe my university required it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I took TOEFL, and that was I took that twice, I think, and then I
Okay.
did my high school, and I did some O levels. I took some O level tests, and that's all I did actually. That's it. And I did get credit
So
for my
you
O
didn't-
levels too in college.
Oh, that's interesting. So you didn't have to do A level or AS or anything to get admission?
I didn't have to, but if I had done that, it would have been better for me.
More credits transferred, basically, right?
More
Since-
credits.
yeah,
More
yeah.
credits. Imagine if I got credit for O levels,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely would have gotten credit for
Exactly.
A levels. And I
Sorry, I
took.
keep touching this.
Are you feeling hot or anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, that's fine. You keep doing whatever you want. You see
No,
this?
like-
This is my this little prop is my little nephew's toy.
Uh-huh.
He told me to bring it over here. He went to America now for good. So
Okay.
I miss that little boy.
Oh.
But it's yeah, you do whatever you want. You can touch whatever you want over here.
That's okay, because I know this is the mic, right? So, like, if I touch it, it's gonna make
Oh, you've been
noise.
touching the mic?
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna change the mics very soon.
Okay.
I actually bought some mics, and I'm gonna bring some mics. You know, one of those mics that you see in the podcasts.
Yeah, like the...
Yeah, it's actually gonna be either hooked onto the table or it's gonna be on a stand right here.
Right.
So I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some props for the table. I'm gonna get yeah, basically maybe put some like posters over here. Put some props.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ramp it up.
So, what is your plan with this podcast? channel?
Honestly, my thing is that I wanna do. My plan is to just keep doing as many episodes as I can.
Okay.
I want to talk to interesting people such as yourself,
Thank you.
and I just want to just have a conversation, just a general, open, organic conversation, and just talk, like a normal person.
So there is no specific topic or specific people.
In your case, well, I don't have a niche, if that's what you're saying.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have a niche. Well, my niche is you just have to be interesting. To me.
Right.
You were interesting to me when Wakas showed me your introduction, what you did, showed
Okay.
me your biography. I would say not your biography, but your main LinkedIn profile.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that I would definitely like to talk to her because you would have you seem pretty sweet, you seem pretty nice, and you seem very you know what you're probably in the right field. Plus, it also worked out for my podcast because he was also an educational consultant. So I thought, you know what,
Exactly,
I did 2 people from the educational industry,
Yeah.
him and the principal of my current school, the head
Okay.
of International School of Shortfat. If you want, I mean, you're just only here for a day. I mean, I would definitely try and ask him to. I mean, you would definitely want to do a presentation over there
At the school?
at Trinity College. Do you know about Trinity School?
Is it in Pakistan? It's in Pakistan.
That's where I went. That's where Murad.
Is it a British curriculum school?
All 3: British, European, and high school.
Okay.
All 3: high school,
So that's
IB.
something I can explore for the next time when I come. I'll definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Let you know.
The school actually got acquired. Well, the school got sold, and now it's a totally different school over there.
Okay.
But they still honor the International School of Shoy Fat when I was there.
Okay.
So they still honored the students, the curriculum, by having some plaques on the wall with the names of the previous students and such. They have some pictures on the wall, so they have some sort of an affiliation with the previous school that was there. But now it's a completely different school and completely different curriculum. But when I was in school, there were universities, recruiters such as yourself who came and presented from the United States, from Canada, and they had those people over there. They came and they presented.
Yeah.
But that's what they did. Yep, that's what they did. It was cool. And then I went to the United States after school, and then I stayed there for like 12 years.
So did you go as an international student?
No, I was there for. I had I don't know what I had. I did not have a visa or anything. I actually got a permanent residency over there in 2002 because my uncle, he went to the United States in the 70s. And then he started living there, and then just because of him, I became a permanent resident. And then starting from 2002 till like 2016, I had that permanent residency, and then I got a citizenship. And then after that, I've been, but I didn't finish school. Can you believe it? I didn't finish college.
No?
I dropped out.
And so what have you been doing?
Working
in
everything.
Okay.
Honestly, every sector. I did everything. I've worked at warehouses. I worked at facilities. I waited tables. I drove limousines. I worked as a salesman. I worked as a recruiter. I was a recruiter, not for a university, but for people in the medical industry. I used to find people jobs.
Okay, so like more on the HR side.
No, not HR. I used to find people jobs in the medicine. Like, for example, if somebody needed a job as a nurse, I used to hook that nurse up with a hospital.
Okay.
I used to hook people up with jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But
the way you hook people up with
education.
Yep.
Right.
I did the same thing. I was a recruiter.
Yeah.
That's what I did, but not in the education, in a different field. But I did the same thing.
Different way, yeah.
How do you see recruiting? How do you see this in the future, in the next couple of years? Do you feel like how do you think your career is gonna evolve as a recruiter? Are you gonna stay in the same field, or are you gonna maybe eventually stay in the education industry or make your own company, or where do you see yourself in about a couple of years?
Well, it feels like an interview all of a sudden, a job interview.
You know what? Forget it. Don't answer it.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't answer it.
Honestly, I'm not I'm not a planner, so I don't.
Yeah, you just go by the flow.
I just go by how things are going. But yeah, if I think about it, like at least for the next year or so, I do see myself continuing in this field. Ultimately, I want to start my own business. I don't know what it will be in. I don't know if it's gonna be an agency or if it's gonna be in something else, because my dad is a businessman, right? And he has always been.
What does your dad do?
He basically in Bangladesh. So I am from Bangladesh.
You are from Bangladesh.
Yes, I was born in Bangladesh, and I grew up half my life in Bangladesh, and then I moved to Canada, and then I grew up the rest half of my life there, basically.
Where in Canada?
Toronto.
Toronto? Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So your dad's a businessman, and you want to start your business soon.
I mean, when I was growing up, I always thought that I'm not going into business, or I'm not going to have my own business, because I've seen my parents, because both my parents were involved in the business. So I've seen my parents, how much time they actually have to put into the business, and they don't really get time off, because, even after 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, you're mentally working. You're thinking about how that's going to work out, or how this is going to work out. And earlier, I used to think I don't want that life. I want to work.
Holy shit. Yo, what the... frick is up with this table, man? देखा था तूने? Sorry about that. Are you okay? I'm glad nothing spilled.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing spilled. Oh my god! You know what I was doing? I was actually gonna just get up and my god, that was
put your weight on it.
Right.
Basically.
Could have been worse. Could have been way worse.
Yeah, I'm glad that it didn't spill over.
Shit. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Holy crap. Scared me. You were saying that was a big discrepancy. So you said about your dad, and then I went on a tangent.
Yeah, so I when I was growing up, I always told myself that I'm not going to be a business person because I want my own life to like live it the way I want. So I want to have like a job 9 to 5 so that I can not be involved in work after 5 o'clock. But as time went by, as I started growing up, I just felt like I don't want to work for anyone. I want to work for myself. Like whatever it is, it's a big business, small business, whatever it is, I want to do something on my own. So that's what I've been thinking about very much in the last 6 months or a year. As I said, I don't know what the business is going to be about, but I know that I will do something. Yeah.
Nice.
In business.
Yeah. Complete faith in yourself, huh?
Yeah. At least I will try. I'll give it a try. I don't know how much I'll be able to do or how much I'll be able to achieve, but I want to give that a try. Yeah.
Would it be in the education industry?
I think so. I think. Well, now I'm thinking like really big. So whenever I do think about the business, I think like I want to have like group of industries. So I want to do a little bit of everything in every sector. But yeah, I probably would start with the education industry as probably starting an agency, or something like that.
You know, the education industry is such a big business in and of itself. A lot of people say that college is a waste of time. You don't need this. You don't need that. I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I think college is very important.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you don't need college.
I think it depends on the person. It depends on their goals, what they want to do. Because obviously, if you want to become a successful, engineer, right? You need to go to school.
Absolutely.
But if you want to do something if you want to do something in arts, or if you want to do something in the media, or creativity, then you probably don't need school.
I understand.
I mean, I don't know if I should be saying that. But
you can say whatever you want.
It depends on the person.
I think it's very important to know that you're right.
Yeah.
At least to me, you're right. I agree. You have to, just like you said, if you want to be an engineer, what's an engineer according to this world standard? An engineer is somebody who can, do what engineers do.
Yeah. And you need the
curriculum
and the learning and the knowledge for that.
Of course, and it has to be a curriculum established by an accredited university by some standard, whether it's a Canadian standard, United States standard. It has to be accredited.
Yeah.
And you can expand that engineering major into STEM if you want. If you want to do something in STEM, you have to. Otherwise, you can definitely become an engineer by going to. Have you seen that movie Good Will Hunting?
No.
No. Okay. You can definitely. So in Matt Damon's in that movie. What he does is he's a janitor at Harvard.
Okay.
He's a janitor at Harvard. Right. He mops the floors at Harvard, but he solves math problems way better than the professors do. So, but he's super smart.
That's like a gift.
He's super. He goes to the Boston Public Library. I was in Boston, by the way. I lived there. But anyway, he used to go to the library and he used to just learn after his chef.
Yeah.
Just learn, and he was super smart guy. But yeah, you could definitely learn. See, the thing is,
you don't have to go to school to learn.
Right.
But if you really want to learn, like I feel like what he was doing, that's probably true knowledge. Majority of the students who go to school, they feel like they have to go to school.
Well, one of the things by going to school is you make a lot of connections.
Yeah.
Which you can't do.
Yeah.
At the library or anywhere else.
Yeah.
But as far as knowledge is concerned, I get it. College has a very structured and knowledge with a good protocol.
Mm-hmm.
They offer you that knowledge, so that's fine. But if you really don't want to go to college and just and be someone knowledgeable in any field, it's possible. It might be harder.
Because it's not structured.
Right. It might be easier.
Yeah.
but it's possible. And it might be highly improbable, or it might be highly possible, but it's still not impossible.
No,
It's
no,
still possible.
Of course not.
Right,
Course not.
so
'Cause if you
that's
want to
it.
learn,
Mhm.
there are so many ways that you can do it without going to school. Especially now in today's world, there's the internet, obviously library and stuff like that. But if you really want to learn, there are so many ways for you to do that.
Of course, and yeah, schools. Like for example, if I wanna, I don't know, lose weight,
Mhm.
I don't have to go to the gym,
Mm.
but a gym's a big part of it. If I want to lose weight, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything physical, but
Mhm.
I could just eat less or something and then lose weight. Or, but it would help
Help a lot.
so much
Yeah.
if I worked out,
Yeah.
moved around, did a little bit of
Or
exercise.
it's not really gym. You just have to stay active. So any kind of
But you don't even
activities,
have
like
to
if-
stay active.
If you do sports or if you
Right. It's not necessary to do
yeah,
sports or
yeah.
anything, but it would
it
help.
would help. Exactly.
A lot.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, college offers a lot, especially the connections. I went to Northeastern in Boston.
Mhm.
It's a good school. I made so many good connections over there. But at the same time, I kind of thought, man, I spent so much money over there, but I don't regret it. I spent good amount of money over there,
Yeah.
and I don't regret that because I worked. I made good connections over
Mhm.
there, and I think that's very important to have a very good network. What
Yeah.
do you think about
No,
that?
100%. I think everything in the world right now, even before, but we are more aware of it now. But networking is such a big part of your everyday life, to be very honest. It's very important to be resourceful, to know the right people, so that, and keep that connections alive. It's not just making that connection, but you have to work towards keeping it, at a level that you can actually go to that person, and whenever you need their help, you can actually talk to them. Because if you're not keeping that connection alive, you can't just meet someone and all of a sudden after 2 years you're like, oh hey, how are you doing, I need help with this. Like, it doesn't work like that. So like, even networking with the right people and keeping that network alive is very, very, very important. Very important.
Just like today, we're networking, and I believe that sometime in the future, I would definitely be at your service, or you would be of my service
Yeah, of
in
course.
some way, shape, or form.
Of course, yeah.
If not, maybe not. But if so, that would be really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I think that's very important. You can't believe how much networking worked for me
Yeah.
in Pakistan, especially. Also in the United States. Have you been to the United States?
I have been briefly for like 3 days
No.
in New York.
New
yeah,
York?
Yeah. I actually, I didn't get to travel much when I was living in Canada. One of the reasons were my parents were very, very strict, so they would not let me travel by myself and stuff like that.
Nice.
But yeah, but I would have loved to. Yeah, I would have loved to explore more of Canada, more specifically. I've been to only BC and Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah, which is like southeast.
Southeast.
It's I think it's an island. Yeah.
Is it close to St. John?
St. John is in Newfoundland.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So
I
St. John
don't
is
know
the
why.
city. Newfoundland is the province.
I've always wanted to go to St. John. What is it about St. John?
It's raining all the time. It's a
Yeah.
very gloomy weather
Yeah.
all the time.
Have you been to
but
St. John?
I've been. Yeah, I've visited.
How was it?
once.
I don't know. I just like the idea of St. I've never, out of all the places, my eyes just went to St. John one day. I was like, you know what? I want to go to St. John.
You should visit. I think now it's a lot more different than when I visited. But you should. Yeah.
Nice.
It's always nice to explore places.
How so? Where are you gonna go from here? Do you have any more events to go to? And
No. So
Recruit?
today's my last day in Pakistan. I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
to Toronto?
No, to Bangladesh. So I've moved back to Bangladesh.
You move
now,
back to Bangladesh.
and I lived there for the last 4 years. Yeah.
Dhaka?
Dhaka. Yes.
Dhaka?
Yeah.
Nice. How is it over there?
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same?
Pretty much the same as Pakistan.
Is the economy better or worse?
Better than Pakistan in comparison, but obviously not as good as we would like it to be. And because of I don't know if you have heard, but the recent conflict with the government and everything, where
I
Sheikh
don't know.
Hasina, so the prime minister, Sheikh Hasina, have you heard of her?
No.
So
She's the prime minister right now?
She was the prime minister.
Did she got toppled or something?
Yeah, so she got by the public, basically.
Really? So
So she had to flee the country.
So the
you
public
know the situation that happened in Sri Lanka, where they broke into the
prime minister
house or office or something.
Of the prime minister?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So so
that's what they did in Bangladesh?
yes. So she had been in power for the past 15 or 17 years.
Wow.
And she did a lot of things to actually make the country better, and a lot of improvements and developments and everything. But a couple of the things that she did to keep everyone quiet so that no one would be able to speak against her. So the media, the news, and everything. So they were under her belt, basically. And so there was this whole protest going on about something, and she killed. So during that protest, which was from 18th July to 5th August.
Of this year?
Of this year, yeah. So that entire 17 days, she had killed over 1,000 people.
Why?
Because of the thing that they were protesting. So the protest actually started with... Yeah.
That's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
my God.
And she was not even sorry about that. She was telling her chief of army and navy and everyone that even the day that she resigned, the morning of, she told them that do whatever you need to do. I don't really care, but I need to stay in power. So do whatever you need to do.
My God.
And the chief of army actually said that we're not going to kill our own people. So you need to leave the country because I'm going to leave you here. And if you don't leave this place right now, they're going to break into this after 45 minutes and you're probably not going to live if you stay
she
here.
left that
so
joint?
So she flee the country, yeah.
And she killed them how? With bullets?
Police, basically, yeah. Bullets.
They just sprayed them?
Shot them, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, not nice.
Not nice.
What am I saying?
But
why did I say that?
But it was very unexpected.
That came out wrong. In my mind, I'm picturing like a movie or something, somebody's just getting sprayed with a minigun.
No, it was not like that. It was not like they were standing in one line. But it was
I don't know. It's not supposed to be funny. I don't know why we're laughing at 1,000 people dying.
No, but it was a very difficult time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
not nice.
Not nice.
1,000 people dying, not nice. But the idea of that being in a movie or protest, I said nice to that because I was thinking about that. But no, I don't. No, not nice.
So the situation definitely is not.
Yes, not nice.
No.
Also, I have a habit of saying nice.
A lot.
Did I say that a lot in this episode?
Well, maybe.
Probably. But I say nice to things like nice.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah. So that's why currently the country is not that stable, because the law enforcement's not very active. So it's not actually all that safe either to go out at night, not just for females, but even for males, like anyone. Yeah, there's a lot of robberies that goes on.
I like violence. I'm a big fan of violence in movies.
I'm not. Yeah.
And in real life, real life violence is different, but I like violence in movies. Although I also look at some gore videos, some violent videos. I'm not saying that out of
gore is something I cannot do. Even in movies, I can't.
I'm a big fan of gore in movies and real life.
Okay.
I look at but the thing is, gore and violence in real life is way different than it's in the movies. In the movies, it's different, but in real life, it's not that gory. Real life is not that gory, just so you know. Movies are more gore. The violence in movies is there's more bloodshed, violence, and gore. But violence in real life, it's more terrifying. Less gore, more terrifying. Movies,
because
more
it's
gore,
real life.
Yeah, but the way violence happens in real life, you feel like there's no gore, there's no bloodshed, there's nothing. You don't see it that much, but you feel
you don't see the blood as much. Yeah.
But you feel the pain. But you don't feel the pain in movies. even though doesn't matter how good of an actor or good of an actress it is, you don't feel that pain. But the videos that you see, you if you don't even look at someone's face when something's happening, for example, somebody's getting shot, somebody's getting run over in a car, somebody falls down and breaks their head, cracks their head, or somebody hangs themselves. When you see that in real life in footage,
obviously it's much.
it's so
But
scary.
I cry watching movies. So like I guess like even in movies I do feel it. I guess more than you do. But I can't do gore, real life or otherwise.
Right, it's just I like Quentin Tarantino movies. I don't know if you've seen them. They're gory. There's
Probably
I
not
like
then.
I like to read some gory books.
Okay.
It's just a genre I like, and that's what I mean, that's my type of thing. But as far as the other things are concerned, I like I just like a lot of mystery and mystery and thriller.
Mystery and
Thriller and
yeah.
mystery, I love it.
Me too.
You
I
like it?
love thriller
Nice.
movies. Yeah.
Nice.
Keeping you on the edge, and then the big twists at the end.
Yeah,
Love them. Yeah.
that's good. Is there any favorite movie you like?
Do you watch Bollywood movies? So Drishyam, have you watched Ajay
Who's in?
Devgan's
Ajay
movie?
Devgan.
So you should watch it if you haven't watched it. So that's one of my favorites.
Wait a minute. What? Say that again.
Drishyam.
Drishyam.
Yeah.
What's his name in the movie?
I don't know his name in the movie.
You don't know.
I can't recall his name in the movie.
Is it Singham?
No.
Is he in Singham as well?
Singham is a separate movie.
But he's in
He is in
He's in Singham, right?
Yeah. But Drishyam, there's I think 2 parts to it. So there's Drishyam 1 and Drishyam 2. Drishyam 1 is much better than Drishyam 2, but it's a crazy twist. So
Really?
if you like
I'm
thriller,
gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I can't think of any Hollywood movies thriller that I've watched recently or is my favorite. But Drishyam is something like, even though, because I feel like thriller movies are something that you can watch once because you know what's gonna come at the end, so you can't really rewatch it. But Drishyam is
True.
something that I've watched a couple of times, and I enjoy it every time that I watch it.
Because if you know what's gonna happen in the end, it's not much of a
Because
thriller
the
anymore.
thrill of the movie is that twist, right? So
Right.
if you know that twist, like it doesn't really.
I like thriller movies. At the end, when you get the twist, you're like, "Holy shit! I had no idea this was gonna happen."
Exactly.
And that's
And
what
I like that after knowing that twist, I think of incidents in the movie that I've watched and I kind of like try to reconnect.
And when you connect it, and
Yeah.
you're like, so this. And
I love those moments. Like when I experience that moment, I love.
I can
those
recommend a
moments.
movie to you like that. I'll tell you, watch The Usual Suspects.
That's an old movie, right?
It's a 1990s
So
movie.
like the thing with me and movies is I cannot watch anything that looks old or is black and
It's
white
not-
or
no,
is like
it's not that
like
old.
19 something.
No, 90s.
Okay.
The 90s. It's
Okay.
like the era where they had. It was a good era in
Okay.
the Hollywood movie industry.
I
But watch The Usual Suspect. It's the same thing that it connects the earlier parts of the
Yeah.
movie with the part where the twist happens, and then you'll connect the dots. You're like, my God, that's what happened. Now I can
right.
understand why this
That,
happened.
Yeah, makes sense.
Other than that, are you so you're leaving tomorrow,
Yes.
and when are you coming back over here?
Oh, I don't know yet. So
Okay.
it's like we still have to figure out like what are the events that's going on next year. And then yeah, probably mid next year, but I don't know the dates exactly
Okay.
yet.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
कितनी देर हो गई है?
I love coming to Pakistan.
ये भी
51.
51 घंटा हो गया. You can stay as long as you want if you want to do it. Do you want to tell me a little bit more maybe about I don't know, like so when you recruit and when you send all the students to maybe someone who already has a visa that he or she is fine, they get the admission, they go. But somebody who doesn't, they go through somebody. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that a safe way to put it? So somebody
Um,
goes to the recruiter, they have a visa, they're happy, and you help them out with the admission process?
Well, a student cannot really have a visa if they don't have an admission.
Okay, but a student visa, right?
Yes.
But they cannot go without a student visa.
No.
Okay.
So say for example, we do get students, especially mostly in Pakistan, who are PR holders already, so permanent residents already. So they count as domestic students, and we don't deal with domestic students. We only deal with international students. So domestic students, they would not have to go through any agent or anything.
Of course.
Their entire process is completely different.
Yeah, it was the same like mine.
Yeah.
I was.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just had to worry about my admission,
Exactly.
and that's it.
Because you don't really have to worry about the visa
Right.
and stuff.
And the international students who need a visa, they get a visa, and then you let them know. You find them they get the admission.
So basically how the process happens is they finish grade 12, right? And they start shopping for, where I'm going to go, which program. And then we guide them and they decide, okay, I'm going to come to NIC. So they submit the application to NIC. We give them an offer, right? And then there's a part where they have to deposit a full year of tuition to us. And then we give them the final offer letter, with which and other documents of financial stability and stuff, they submit for their student visa. So visa comes like all the way at the end. Admission comes before the visa.
Admission comes before the visa.
Yeah.
You get the admission, you use that admission to get the visa,
Exactly.
and whether it's through an educational consultant like WCAS, or is it
On
if it's
their
through
own,
on their
yeah.
own?
Like I said, NIC as an institution, at least for the application part, they have to submit it through an agent. If they decide that I'm going to submit the visa on my own, that's completely up to them. We don't have any say in that. But there are institutions that does not require any agent whatsoever. So the student can apply on their own. The student can apply for the visa on their own. So agent does not really have any role in that.
And does it happen sometimes that maybe the student can work with the educational consultant like WCAS
Yeah.
and a recruiter like Sabrina
Mm-hmm.
at the same time? Could that work out as well if somebody is a student and wants to do that? Because from you, he's gonna get admission.
Assistance,
From
guidance, and counseling.
From him, he can also get that, but not specifically for
NICs.
for
And obviously,
NIC.
because I only work with one college, the agent probably works with 10 different institutions
Exactly.
or something. Their knowledge of each institution is very limited. I'm the
course.
master of my institution.
Exactly.
So the kind of information and the amount of information that they would get from me is not going to be the same as what they would get from the agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe that it would be good if you, I don't know, if I were a recruiter, I would definitely be in touch with
Us. Yeah.
with the educational consultant and work hand in hand with them.
Yeah, for sure.
I would do that. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not that. I wouldn't know. But I think they're kind of like the jack of all trades,
Exactly.
and you're kind of like the master.
Yeah.
Of you're a master.
Yeah.
So it's I think it would well for.
I mean, one of the major parts in our role is having that relationship and working relationship with the agencies that we actually work with. So
Nice.
so if we're not counseling students, we're counseling our agents as well. So
Okay.
maybe like once every 2 months or once every month, we visit their office, even if there's no event, and we do like a refresher training where we give them the product knowledge and
Right.
give them any updates that these are the programs and these are the changes or these are the updates. So we keep that communication open as well and continued.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It probably sounds like a very complex. Obviously, it's a
It
lot.
does sound
of,
like complex
It
to
is
me.
a lot of responsibilities. And I think like in the beginning you mentioned that.
Did
it
you just
is-
scoop a piece of dust right now?
I have a little bit of OCD.
Yeah, I saw that piece of dust over
Yeah.
here too. That's
So
that's right.
it bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I apologize.
it is a very hectic role.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get any weekends because we're literally working 24/7. We're working all day with the on-ground partners, and then because our institutions are in Canada, we have meetings in after evenings or like at night because that's when they wake up, right? And then weekends, that's when the events happen because it's weekend, no school, parents are, free to accompany the students to the event. So events happen on Friday and Saturday in Bangladesh basically because that's the weekend. So we don't really have any set, this is my off time, this is my weekend, this is my weekday.
You're just on the clock 24/7.
Exactly. So we try to make time out for ourselves from
Nice.
that busy schedule. Yeah. So it
Perfect.
is a very hectic way. But from the outside, like before I was a recruiter, I used to look at them and I was like, oh my God, they have such a glorious, luxurious life. They're traveling all the time. And, there's.
It would be kind of fun. It's
is,
kind of fun though.
But
Don't
honestly,
lie. It's kind of
it
fun.
gets tired.
Yeah,
Like
I
this
understand.
specifically. This
But you're living
trip-
in a nice. Well, you said that it's not
It's-
that much of a nice hotel.
No, but I was in Islam. So we were in Islamabad for 2 days.
You like
and
the PC over there?
No, they don't have. I don't know if they have a PC,
Pro.
but we stayed at Serena there, and
I know
oh
about
my
Serena.
God,
It's way better.
so much.
I heard
better.
so many things. I
So
heard
much
so many
better.
things about Serena.
Yeah.
But yeah, PC. I've never stayed at Pearl Continental. You said
shouldn't.
what? It sucks.
It sucks. It's the worst. I think. I think it's the worst.
Dude, it's
I-
funny. You're just trashing a hotel. It's
No, but
hilarious.
I think they take their customers for granted at this point, and they're like, okay,
Yeah, but I
we're
don't know.
gonna
They
have
probably don't
so
give a
much
shit.
business, so we don't really need to. And I don't understand this. So I called room service and I'm like, can I get 2 plates and 2 sets of cutleries? And they're like, oh, we charge for cutleries.
For what? Cutlery? For utensils?
Yes.
Dude, that's a
And I'm like,
shitty
okay,
thing, dude.
give me plastic ones. They're like, we don't have plastic ones. I'm like, I am paying this much money per night to stay here, and you're gonna charge me for cutleries.
They're dumb.
And that was just like, okay.
सोच सकता है? Can you believe it? कह रही है कि उसके लिए मतलब पीसी में रहती है और ना चार्ज करते हैं कांटे छुरी के लिए इसको कांटे छुरी चाहिए कह रहे हैं पैसे दो
Oh my God.
सोचो और इतने पैसे दे रही है ये तो
per
सड़ी है
night.
per night
Big celebrity.
per night she's a big celebrity yeah she's our guest
Oh,
in this
just
country
because I stay at PC.
जा रही है कल she's leaving tomorrow and
Yeah.
we're
Very
we'll
excited.
I'm so glad that you came to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so glad. You know what? When you come again,
Mhm.
when you come, I'll definitely connect you to Timur. He's the head of school of Trinity School, and
That would
I'm
be
gonna
great.
do. I'll try my best to get you a chance
Yeah.
to do a presentation for North Island College.
That would be great. That would be great.
I will definitely do that. Let me know when you come next,
For sure.
and we'll definitely.
We'll stay in touch.
Absolutely, we'll
Always.
cook something up for you, and then it's good. You can do a presentation, and then it'll boost your business. It'll be good for you,
Hopefully.
good for the college.
Inshallah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, I am very positive. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Canada this year has been really difficult to recruit for.
You
because
said
of the-
something about the international caps. Did those go up?
Yes.
Are they allowing
No, no, no.
more people?
No,
or
no, no.
oh, they made
Went
it
down.
went down. Oh,
Yeah. So earlier this year, in January, they announced that they're gonna take 360,000 students this year, right? And then they're gonna bring it down for the next year by 12% or 10% more.
Yikes.
And then there has been some other changes as well, which basically discourages the international student because Canada has been a stable market for a very long time without any changes or drastic changes. So students are not used to it. UK, on the other hand, they change their policies very, very frequently. The students, in their head, they know that something is coming up. But because Canada was so sudden and out of nowhere, that has really negatively impacted their thought process, and they're like, okay, Canada is not accepting international students anymore, which is not true at all. They are accepting, but they have just brought in new policies so that they can streamline the quality of the students that are actually coming into the country.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll write down your in your in the description of this episode. I'll write
Yes.
down a quick introduction for you. I'll
sure.
mention some of your socials so people will be able to contact
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So for the people who are watching and listening, it's I'll just say that you're for North Island, you're a recruiter
Yes.
by profession, by trade. also specifically you're a recruiter for North Island College.
Yes.
So if any students in Pakistan they wanna
Reach
wanna
out.
go
Yeah.
to North
Or
Island
get
College,
information. Like
or
you don't
get
really have to
information.
decide, right?
right? If they want to
That's
go to
for
Canada,
me to do
right?
to make you decide. But if you want to get the information, want to know more about the opportunity at NIC, then yeah, they
Yeah,
can
just
reach
watch
to
out
me.
for your DMs, your private
sure. For
inboxes.
sure, yeah.
They would definitely contact you. I mean, I don't have a lot of reach. I'm not that big. I'm hardly.
Not yet, but inshallah one day.
I mean, I don't plan on getting. Oh, sorry. I don't plan on getting big, but I don't plan on getting
no, but
big.
you do
I
it
just
out
plan
of
on doing
passion.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
plan on
think-
doing
think-
this and
I think you
being
should continue.
being consistent.
Yeah.
That's all I plan on, and hopefully, I'll live up to my own expectations, which is just being consistent. Nothing else. I don't want to be famous.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, you know what, people recognize me or anything. Not that I don't think I can ever be famous. I don't think I have what it, I'm just a regular guy, and I just want to do my own thing, and that's all I want to do. Just do my own thing, and just basically do my own thing. Be
I
consistent.
mean, as long as you're happy with whatever you're doing. If some people they want to be famous and they become famous and that's what they're happy with, that's a different story. Your goal is not doing that, but if you're happy with what you're doing, then
And
that's
if
all
I
that
do become
matters.
famous, if I do get some money, that's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no.
Obviously, no one says no to money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
That's
do you want to do more? How long has it been?
I think it's been over an hour now.
Are you good with that?
I'm
You're good with that?
I mean, it's up to you. Like,
No, I'm
how
good
long
with that.
can you
I'm
know?
fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
fine. We can chill.
All right.
We can relax. We can do it. But yeah, I'm really glad that I'm really glad that I'm doing this.
Mhm.
I like doing this. I kind of
So
found
is this the
something.
first time? Okay. So have you done anything creatively before this, or like on the creative side?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say this is creative. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's just something that I would thought that I can have a good I did take an acting class in Northeastern,
Oh.
but it wasn't just an acting class. It was an acting for cameras.
Okay.
It was acting for cameras, and it was I had a professor. My professor, he told me that he told me some good things about myself that I still remember. I'm not gonna say right now, but he told me some good things that stuck with me for a very long time.
Okay.
So I think I took those things, and I took those things, and I'm implementing those things now. But yeah, I think it was an acting class, and it was very good. I was like 23 at the time. It was my sophomore year at Northeastern, and I did that. Let's grab something to eat. How about that?
I'm not that hungry because I had a big breakfast.
Oh, come on, you're gonna have something. Let's go. I just want to say thank you for coming, though.
No, of course.
I appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. And it was really, I was just dreading for no reason. I think it was very easy.
Yeah.
to have a
It's
conversation.
super easy. Like,
Yeah.
it was pretty chill.
Yeah, yeah.